Why, hello, fellow model makers. The trailer is complete. I did run into some problems with it. Well, some were my mistakes, some were confusing. Starting off with my mistake, and it's with the front steering mechanism in the trailer. The trailer is designed to rotate like this, so when you have it rigged up to the model, you can have it turning. But I bugged it up a bit. This is meant to be connected to here. And if I grab the instructions real quick, you will see my mistake that I have done. When you get to this page right here, you can see there's a little tab on the inside of there, and the ring that I've glued into here was meant to go on top of here. And there's a little hole on the inside of this ring that would have mated up with the tab that would have been in the inside of here, as that's connected, so it would stay on and not fall off. But I didn't realise that, so I removed that tab. And when I was building it and got that part, like, something doesn't feel right, and I decided to glue the ring into here instead of on there, because it just kept on sliding off. And then I was looking at the instructions and I was like, bugger. I completely cocked it up, so this filters into here, but it won't turn properly and won't stay in. But that is my own mistake. The other problem I ran into that was quite confusing was this. So you have the wheel arch, and you've got a tiny little plastic tab that comes out, and then another tab, another piece of plastic goes on top. This one was easy to do, but this one was confusing because it meant it basically, these two are meant to be lined up, but you also need the red triangles on the bottom of here. So I had to move that up, so it's completely out of whack with that one. And if I re-grab the instructions, that's just fallen off the floor. Should be. You can see, so that goes onto there and that mounts onto there. And then if you go to the right back of the instructions to show the decos, it's meant to be looking like that. Mine's looking like that. So that's another thing. Also, if we go back for instructions, I'm meant to put on these little rings on here, but I didn't do that because it was too small. Also mount those on, I didn't do those either because too small, and I had already gone halfway through the assembly. But in all honesty, this kit was quite good to do, but it's got some small, well, how am I say, quite small, well, not really small, but more complicated fiddly parts, and instructions being a bit weird. But what I also mean was the instructions showed that the tab wasn't meant to be on the ring, well, on where the frame hole is. If I go to here, as you can see, there's no tab shown on here, which just helped my confusion. Another thing you want to be cautious about is when you're gluing in these, which I had a struggle with because they kept on being misaligned, and then you also have to get these glued in and straight and angled. Another thing is you want to glue these pieces on, but not onto this section, because this trailer is designed to go up and down. The hitch right here. And in fact, yes, for my first video, it does connect up to the Land Rover, kit by Rebel. This is my custom Series 2 build right here, 109. And it just simply pops onto there. Nice and easy. And it also does work with the tractor kit, as shown on the back of the instructions. So here is my Massey Ferguson. Now I did have to press down the hitch on mine down a bit just to get fit. And if you are deciding to build the Massey Ferguson tractor kit, it doesn't come with the chains on the back of here. Those are an add-on. Let's replace this over here. Pop that on. As you can see, that simply just mounts on into there, nice and snug. And if I move the tractor kit up, grab the trailer, and then just simply try to marry it up like so, it should look like this. Simple, easy. And what you also do, because it shows you can connect another trailer, take this piece out that just slots into here. Well, I can't, it's a nightmare to do, but so I'll just leave it out. But this simply slots through that top hole down through there, and I locks that on. Anyway, so it was a good kit. It's only 89 parts, so quite small. We can get it done in like a weekend or so if you've got the time, or in 3 days like I have. It has been 3 days. I'm not very sure. Bit rubbish at remembering things, but potato. Anyway, this is it. It was quite fun to do, and in fact, I thought it's a great kit because you now have something that can go with your Land Rover kit and all your Farm Series kit. So now there's officially a 1/25th scale farm trailer kit.